One of the things that I particularly struggle with when I'm swing trading the markets is this whole concept of holding a position whilst the market trades against you. I'm not talking about trades against you through your stop loss or anything like that, but just kind of, holding the position while the market goes through its normal fluctuations of going into the money, out of the money, into the money, going against you a little bit, and it kind of swings in a direction towards your profit targets. And you see, as a day trader, being my primary focus, one of the things I really love is being able to be in a position as and when the market's moving. So I don't have to worry about any of these fluctuations or anything like that. I'm in and I'm out, and I know whether I'm right or wrong very, very quickly. But I'm holding a few pound positions and actually a euro position right now, which is basically doing that. It's kind of, they're all in profit. They spent a little bit of time out of the money last week, but they've since gone into the money. They're quite heavily in profit at the moment. And they haven't quite reached the targets. They haven't quite got to where I want them to get to. But they're sort of playing with some miniature, the pound dollar's playing with, I wouldn't say an intraday, but let's say sort of like an intra-week support level. So it's not a big level, it's not a key level that I would put up on my daily charts or anything like that, but it's certainly a level to pay attention to all the same. And the pound Aussie is doing it with a bit of a longer term level. But let's go over to the charts and I'll show you exactly what it is that I'm talking about. So the first one here is the pound dollar. Now, as I said to you just now, sort of playing with this, and you can probably see it better on the 4-hour chart, is playing with this support level in here. So if we put that in there for just a moment, I'm going to take it out because, as I said, it's not a big level. It's not one of those that we're going to pay attention to. Well, not necessarily pay a lot of attention to in the future, but just temporarily. You can see that it's playing around with this level here. Now, so far it's holding below it. But all of that little devil on my shoulder right now is saying to me, well, take the profits because it might bounce from here. And if it bounces from here, you don't want to give back all of that. But then on the other hand, thinking about it from a fundamental perspective, looking at it from a bit of a little bit more longer term perspective, fundamentally we expect the pound dollar to get weaker. Everything is screaming for it to get weaker at the moment. And from a technical perspective, we like to take profits at major levels. So it's got another 300 or so pips on the table right now that I know that I should wait for. But as I said, obviously those at the moment I'm fighting with that because I'm thinking, oh, maybe I should take profit here. And I guess the reason that I'm telling you this on the video is to somehow, for you guys to be my judge and jury and to keep me a little bit honest with this trade. So I think, what we need to do is we need to hold this. I'm waiting for this to come down to these lows here. The other one is the pound Aussie. And as you can see there, we've got the trend line in from where we got involved in this trade. Pulled back to a previous level of resistance, which is a great trade. We then got involved there. We sold it there. The market's been in the money, been out of the money, been in the money, been out of the money. And somehow it's almost easier to hold a trade when you're not in the money, isn't it? It's almost easier to hold a trade when you're in negative territory, because you're sort of hoping that it will turn around. That's one of the curses of being a trader. So when you shouldn't hold a trade, you want to hold it. And when you should hold the trade, you want to get rid of it. And right now the market is in a lot of profit. It's almost down to these lows, and I kind of, another 50 or so pips would be where our first target was, but we want to see how it reacts to that level. So I guess on this one here, you probably could make a case for taking profits a little bit early, but with the pound dollar also going short, it's sort of worth the risk. It's worth keeping that on there to see where that goes eventually. And then finally, the other position that we've got on at the moment is Euro New Zealand. We got involved in that a little bit further back here. So we're in the money at the moment, but this one's going sideways. And this one's this one's a little bit different in that we don't have a great deal fundamentally necessarily going with this. We're not as strong a case anyway as we did with the pound positions. And the technical chart doesn't look nearly as enticing as the ones with the pound one. So this might be one where I take profit a little bit early, wait to see what the price action is. If it breaks down here, I can always get involved again, right? I can sell beneath that level. I can sell beneath the 15436 level, but then obviously if it goes against me, I'm protecting the account a little bit. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, and in fact, I'm going to go and do that now. I'm going to take some profits on the Euro New Zealand. Okay. So taking profit on the Euro New Zealand, we've left the pound Aussie and the pound dollar positions on the trade, on the table, sorry. And we'll really wait to see how they play out. If the pound Aussie starts to, mess about too much with that support level, we'll take profit. The pound dollar is definitely one that we need to hold on to for the moment. So, yeah, so that's it. Let's see how they work out.